Hello friends. Today I wanted to go to the bin, so I figured I'll bring you along. This is kind of unplanned. I went to Starbucks, was getting some listings up, and I was just getting bored, and Chris is at home working on that big inventory project that I was talking about, and honestly I think he's doing better off without me there hovering. So he's working on that, and I just really wanted to get the bins out of my system, so here I am. I do need to be home by 3 because my son graduates tonight. So let's see, we're at 10:40 right now. So I'm gonna stay here probably until 1, and I will just show you guys what I find. Hopefully I can get some footage inside, but if not, I'll just bring it out here and show you. So yeah, let's go in and see what we can find. I did find some things, but it's pretty loud in here, so let's go out to my car and I will show you what I found. Hello again. So I stayed about an hour longer than I had told you guys I would. It is 2:08 right now, so I'm going to show you what I got and then head back home. It wasn't great today, so I got a good portion of stuff for Once Upon a Child. I got some things for myself and then just a handful of things to list on my own, but let me flip this camera around and I'll show you. All right, so I'm glad I stayed that extra hour though, because the best few things I found, I actually found in that last hour, and like this is one of them, these AS 98 sandals. I don't know how much of these ones are going to sell for. I didn't look up comps on most of any of this, but I've sold these in the past, not this exact model, but this brand, and it always sells, I would say, at least over 50 for sure. So those were a great find. I'm gonna kind of sort into my Hulkin, maybe not. I'll just put it back there for now. These are some Coach, so I think these are men's. Pretty decent shape, just need a little wipe down. I'm going to hope these are probably like 40 to 50. These are really beat up, but these might be my best find today. This is the brand, I've never heard of it, Front. They were just like steel toe work boot, kind of reminded me of a Red Wing, so I decided to look them up. And the sell-through on these, I want to say for pre-owned, it was like 75 listed currently and like 200 something sold in the last 90 days. So these should sell quickly, even in this condition. I think minimum 50. I was still seeing comps pretty beat up for 70 plus. So I'm excited to mostly just try those out. These ones, let me get my receipt here. So she did weigh these boots separately. I don't know why, but they were like 4 pounds on their own. So these boots cost me $7.56. This is how much I spent for everything, $79.15, which when she was weighing my cart, I did feel like it was a lot. But then when I was dumping it all into my Hulkin, I was like, maybe that is. That's probably about what it was. So yeah, anyways, those 7 into probably at least minimum 50. That's a good deal. And then only other shoes other than kids ones for Once Upon a Child, I think, were these UGG slides. And I've never sold these before. I don't think they'll go for a lot, maybe like 20 bucks, hopefully. This is just a little Lodge cast iron for Chris. He likes when I find these at the bins because it's only 79 cents a pound here. So that will be for us. This is the pile of stuff I'm going to at least try on before I decide if I'm going to sell it or not. This is Wish List, like a little sweater vest. This is an older Anthropology brand, I think, a little postage stamp. It does have a couple stains here, which I thought would wash out. I was kind of like rubbing on them, and I think just some spray and wash or something would get those out. And then I was going to try that on, and then if I don't like it or it doesn't fit, I would list that. And I was going to try this on. This is the THML brand. I love anything with embroidery, so I hope this one fits me. I really like it. And then these are just some things I'm hoping for California. Like this is just a swim dress. This is just like a summer or a tank, just basic, but it's Woolrich brand. I don't know, just to wear with some shorts or something. This is a pretty dress. It is new at Tag. I don't know the brand. Probably a little boutique or something. It only retailed for like 56. So little midi dress. I'm gonna try that. It probably won't work for me, and then I'll list it. These are just some Walmart jeans I was gonna try on. They are skinnies. I still like skinnies. This is unbranded, but it's like a little kimono thing, so I figured I could use this as maybe a beach cover up, or honestly just as a kimono. It'd be cute with I don't know. I'll have to look up some outfit ideas, but I really like that. And then this is just some like gauzy shorts. So yeah, I will try all those, and if they don't fit, I'll at least list them for something. All right, this is the pile that I'm probably listing. I can't remember if any of it's for buy, sell, trade, so let's see. This is a bra, obviously. That's the brand Curvy Couture. I don't know how you say that. Anyways, I've sold another one. I can't remember. I think it was in the $10 to $15 range, but I always pretty much pick up any bras in good condition at the bins. This is Altered State. Altered State, it sells super slow usually for me on like the online platform, so I'm hoping one of the buy sell trade stores will buy that from me. These are a pair of men's North Face, and honestly, so when I went on that Denver meetup last week, when I was talking to some friends that I know from up there, shout out Prima, Emily, and Melanie. So when they shop at the bins, any North Face they find, they take it to the North Face store, and it seems like the North Face, kind of like the Lululemon trade-in, gives them $15 per item. And it was seeming like that it doesn't even matter what the item is. It could be kids, men's, women's, jackets, shorts, anything at all. And they will give you $15 per item no matter what. So I kind of want to try that because North Face doesn't sell great for me anymore. Well, it just depends what it is, but yeah, it definitely doesn't sell great. So if I could turn, you know, bin's weight of, let's say these are probably like 6 ounces, into a $15 credit toward North Face, and I was counting in my inventory, I probably have 20 items listed that I found at the bins. Like I could just pull those all down, take them there, and you know, get a few $100s in a gift card, and then buy like a really nice jacket to flip. So we don't have a North Face store in Colorado Springs though, so I would have to make it back up. The one they go to is Boulder, which is probably 2 hours from me. I think there's a couple closer in Denver, but yeah, I would have to definitely make a whole day of it, so it probably won't be soon, but we'll see. Anyways, let me know if you guys have ever tried that North Face program, you know, wherever you live. I don't know this or anything. I don't even know what that says. Primitive. I bought this thinking that Plato's would take it. They usually take bucket hats from me, but if they don't, it's super lightweight, and I could just put that in my consignment pile. This is just Grace and Threads. I thought it was just says love more, so I'm gonna probably take that to the buy sell trade first. If not, I can probably get 10 to 15 for it. These are the Fox. So these are Fox Racing, which I like selling Fox Racing. I don't know if these are men's or women's. I didn't look up the style code. They have like this is like, yeah, whatever. It's like 2 pieces together. Anyways, it feels padded. I don't know. I want to say these are at least 20 bucks probably. Fox Racing usually sells really fast for me. This is just a basic Eddie Bauer men's flannel. It's in very good condition. Like it doesn't feel washed or worn. I think I can get about 15 for that one. These are just some Walmart leggings, but new at tag, I can probably get 10 to 15. This is Horny Toad. So it's like a little dress. I don't know, probably 15 to 20 out of that. This brand, I just looked at the tag and I was like, this has to be something, and it definitely is. Sadly, this pair has this little tear, but it was lightweight enough to where I wanted to buy it just to show you. And if it didn't have that tear, these would probably sell for 40 to 50 pre-owned, just this pair of shorts. So I'm thinking even with this, I'm gonna still hopefully get like 15, 20 bucks maybe. But I'd never heard of it. Kitspo. So yeah, sell-through was right about 100%, I believe, and most of them were selling, some of them 50 plus even for pre-owned. So definitely something to look out for, I would say. This is a new at tag men's Timberland hoodie. The buy sell trade would probably buy this. I don't know, it's just a little heavy, so I could obviously get more on eBay, so I'll probably list this one, but this isn't something I think would sell fast, so that would probably sell for 20, but who knows when. This is just a men's Columbia flannel, so pretty basic. I think maybe 15 to 20 out of that. I might try that at Plato's first. I, again, always pick up bras that are in good shape. This one is pink Victoria's Secret, so maybe 10 to 15 out of that. This is just a pretty basic Nike shirt, but you know, Nike is just the easiest thing to sell, so you know, 10 to 15, it weighs hardly anything. I usually pass on Athleta, but these weren't too old. I think the tag was 2023. Transcend 7/8 tight legging, and they're black, so, and they're in very good condition. I don't expect a lot, but I might actually take these to buy sell trade first, and if they don't take them, maybe like 15 to 20. This I don't think Once Upon a Child would take, so I mostly just got this for the, I'm gonna actually, now that I'm saying that, I'm gonna put it in there, why not, but mostly for the consignment sale. This is just like one of those sleeper things. All right, this is just a basic New It tag men's Land's End, like a Pima cotton t-shirt, maybe 15 or so. This is not a brand I usually get, but it was new. Free Country. It's a long sleeve patterned shirt, so maybe 10 to 15. This was probably my best find for the first hour and a half. It's just a Vuori t-shirt, so since it's just a t-shirt, it's probably maybe like 25 bucks, but I still love finding Vuori. And then these I just bought because they were new. 9 West little dress pant, so maybe 15 or so. And this little plushy guy I only got because it was new at tag. It's Sky, but the brand is Aurora, and I've sold a couple with this like type of tag, and they've sold pretty well, so I don't know, 10 to 15 I'm sure, but it's a pretty easy listing. All right, I'm gonna show you just quickly this stuff since it's going to Once Upon a Child. All right, I paused for a second just to dump it out to make it easier to show you guys. And then yeah, I'm gonna just dump it in the Hulkin as we go. So these are just some little toddler Saucony shoes, some Cat and Jack little booties, and I'm dropping stuff on the floor. These are Polo Ralph Lauren little suede sneaker. So many of these look the same. Wonder Nation. Got Wonder Nation water shoes. These are Oshkosh, I believe. Carter's. Just kidding. And then, yeah, these two pairs are both Carter's as well. So, I'm sure they'll buy all of those. Oh, and these are Wonder Nation. Oh, yeah, and I counted, although I already forgot. I think it's about 30 items that I'm showing you. So, I expect probably at least 50 bucks just for this back from Once Upon a Child, which makes, you know, everything else I showed you probably only 20 or 30 bucks. This is a Children's Place dress. Some kids' Nike shorts. Carter's fleece sleeper. I did strip a couple Build-A-Bears today, so one of them had this little sweater on it. This one is an outfit. It was like on a unicorn. It's a little rainbow with the skirt. I don't know this kid's brand or this brand, but Harmont and Blair. Little polo shirt. This is Tea Collection. This is a Land's End boys button down. We got Oshkosh girls plaid. It's just Old Navy Henley. Some boys Columbia PFG. I might keep these for Cyrus actually. Kind of like a little swim trunk thing. All right, Copper Key velvet dress. This is Cat and Jack shirt. Children's Place, Hide the Snacks. This was a new tag Levi's shirt. This one's cute. Cherries. This used to sell so well on Kitizen. I don't know if Once Upon a Child's going to take it because it's a 3 to 6 month with no bloomers, but the brand is Little Bird. So if they don't buy that, I might even just list that on my own. I don't think it goes for much anymore. But that is cute. We got Cat and Jack jeans. Wonder Nation girls denim shorts. This is Cat and Jack New tag, but it did have a stain. So even if I take off this to wash it, I feel like they sell it for about the same price, whether it's new or not. So they would probably give me the same amount. So I will just wash that. These are some Wonder Nation, I think. Cat and Jack sandals. And then a little Carter's fleece. What are these called? Little sleeping bag things. And some Oshkosh jeans. And that's it. All right, friends. Well, thank you so much for hanging out today. I don't know what the next video is going to be yet. My son did ask if we could go to some garage sales over this weekend because he wants to buy a Switch 2, and we told him we're not buying him a Switch 2, so he can learn to resell if he wants, and he seems to want to. So hopefully I'm going to take him to some garage sales and see if we can find anything for him to flip. But obviously if I am there with him, I'm going to look for stuff for myself to flip. So if I happen to get any footage of that, I will show you guys. Otherwise, yeah, I really don't know what I'm going to put up for the next video, but there will definitely be one at some point. So until then, friends, I will see you in the next one. Bye.